Howdy folks, all Turtle here, and welcome back to Eternia SMP, the best place on the planet to play Minecraft 1.19. And we're starting in my writer's cabin today because everything we're going to talk about is up top. I have quite an update video for you today. Yes, an update video. We might do, well, we're not really going to do any building. We might do a second thing. It won't be building though, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. You know, just admiring my view from my writer's cabin. So beautiful. One of my really good friends understands the chaos of my life in real life and wants to take me on like a cabin getaway, the two of us, in like super rustic area in the woods, kind of like this. And I really hope it happens because I could use a break like that. Sounds like a dream to me. But anyway, back to reality, aka Minecraft. And I just realized I can't even get to where I wanted to go from the cabin. So we're going to go for a walk here. Actually, we're going to go for a little fly down into here. There we go. And I'm going to show you a few things. I did quite a bit of building the other day. In fact, I was building for so long that my wrist started hurting and one of my fingers started hurting from the way I was holding the mouse. And that's not good. But I got a lot done. So I just can't wait to show you this because it's two things I've been thinking about for a long time. I know I've not done anything additional to the city since the last video, so oh, my Minnesota accent came out. So don't worry about that. Nothing's been done there, nothing new. What we have done though is Winter Park, which I just realized there's no access except for train. I never realized that. The only way to get to my Winter Park area is via train. Okay, I guess maybe we'll keep it that way. It's an exclusive thing, right? You gotta pay for a train ticket to get up to the Mountain Park Station and then Winter Park. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I showed you all this before. This is staying the way it is. What we did is I built up the park up here in between the first base and the city base. But we're going to talk about that second because it'll spoil the other thing I did. So if you come up here, it says attention, entry an unprotected area, wildlife, risk, fall, breath, death wish. And then here it says beacon. And then this is the Winter Park Trails. So this I did first, but we're going to talk about a second. First, we're going to go to the beacon. So you come up here, and we'll talk about all this stuff later in a minute. There's going to be something here I can't wait to tell you about. But I won't tell you about it right now. I can see my vision for this whole area, and I'm really excited about it. Oh man, I hope it turns out the way I see it. Oh, can't wait. Anyway, all of a sudden you see that things are built up. We've got lighting, tough ceiling, bricks that get mossy and break apart as you get closer to this lava cave that I made. I try to make it look natural. I think it does. And then you come through, and then the ceiling too. The cave ceiling turns back into tough. The moss and the cracked turns back into fixed stone for the most part. You can rest here if you like to. And now we're going to see my big tourist trap, which was the whole intention of the space all along. So if you remember, this beacon, I did not do it before the image. I should have, but this beacon was just in a little depression, in a grassy depression. That's all that was here. And I built it up to be my tourist trap. So you come in, and you come over here, and you can get some snacks. You order some snacks, and you pick them up. Very simple, but I think it gets the point done. Across, I left it kind of natural on top on purpose. Just because it's natural on purpose. Then here you have places to eat. Little waste bin. And then we have a nature trail, which we'll talk about in a second. It's mostly lit up. I think there's probably maybe fewer than 6 squares that hit like 0. So, I mean, stuff could spawn here, but it'd be very unlikely. But it could. But I have a lot of hidden lighting. I did not fill this in with landscaping because it is colder up here on top of this hill and it's more desolate. This again is that thing I'm going to build. I can't wait to tell you about. Anyway, so then flowers. Flower garden going around. You can sit and watch the beacon, I guess, and meditate or something. I don't know. Maybe they have shows here at night. I don't know. But it's surrounded by mud. And then kind of like amphitheater area here. And then we'll talk about that in a second. And over here, you've got some like farmer's market stuff. Welcome to Vicky's Veggies. And she just stands back there and sells you a bunch of veggies. I could do the armor stand thing and add people. I know that's a big thing on this server, and it would bring my builds to life if I added people, like actual like characters and stuff. But I just haven't gotten into that. Never say never. I might come back through here and do that. Add some people to my city too. I don't know. I've just been playing Minecraft for so long. I've been without characters and things, so it would be very helpful. I know it would add a lot, but maybe later. Welcome to Marty's Moldy Meats. Has some moldy meat here, and then welcome to the gem shop. When we were in Mexico, we were dropped off on Isla de Mujeres, Island of Women, and or actually they just call it Isla Mujeres, Women Island, Island Women. And the first thing they do when they bring you into a shopping area is they funnel you right into the jewelry shops. Oh, I should do something with this pillar, shouldn't I? There. Good enough. Again, moss, cracked. These are all details they don't point out, but if they were gone, it would look too plain and boring. But with all these details, it does a whole lot to it. So anyway, well, I just realized I haven't had a thunderstorm in a while. When I was building this, I was having a thunderstorm every 5 minutes. Now that I say that, we'll probably have one in the video. Anyway, and then more flower garden. So that's the tour trap area. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But if you come up here, you see there's kind of like a trail, but it's chained off. Do not go there. So that's exactly where my kids would go. You can see the airplane in the distance, which I just love, by the way. That airplane shows up. And the TTT thing too. But otherwise, the big trail access is right here. And it's dangerous. It's risky. Oh, we're going to talk about that later. Spoilers. You can come up here. You can rest. You can look around. See the rail line going to the village, which were 100% killed by zombies. I had Epona check for me, and they were 100% killed by zombies. I have no villagers, but I do want to do something with that someday, because eventually we'll expand out this way and out that way. We do have a whole section over here I've claimed that we're going to talk about today, maybe, and I've talked about before, but we will expand that way someday. So something with that village, that's why I have all this. I also extended my wall, at least to there, and then I extended it down here. And the reason why there's a gate or rails is because I'm actually going to fill all that in and make that river complete up to the beach. We'll talk about that in a second. So anyway, there's just some trails strategically placed. No, every block is considered. And then the shops are under here. All I had to do was add one square. And you can't even tell which square it was. And then you just walk around, lights everywhere, you know, safe enough anyway. I did have a zombie attack me when I got a thunderstorm. I didn't get to a bed fast enough when a zombie got me, but other than that, it's safe. Another place to rest if you don't want to go up too high. Look down here again. So this shore will stay like this. I'm just going to fill it in with vegetation. But the river, which you'll see here, when I come up here, more places to rest. I'm going to fill it in. So I'm going to take this river, we're going to fill it in around this corner, and then stop at the beach, like I said. Very simple, not too cumbersome. And then the reason to also remember, I have it too high all the way around, so nothing outside of the base can come in and get us. Not that anything would, but nothing can. Especially once you build out into a provoke. We're like going to build something to provoke the outpost out there. We're going to stop right like the block before they can spawn, what that radius is, so we can taunt them. But that'll be a later project. So anyway, we'll fill in the river, and then our base is protected. And then we'll do the fence in here somehow and incorporate it over there. I don't know yet. Anyway, so what else? Oh yeah, trails. You can walk all the way up here. Just don't bonk your head on the light. And then one more trail here. Actually, looking back is pretty dang cool, isn't it? Isn't that something? This is my big tourist trap. Like I said, I've been planning this ever since I landed here and started building here. I knew this is what it was going to be. And as I was building it, I was disappointed because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but now I love it. I love my tourist trap area. You can see the smoke from the writer's cabin. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh, more places to rest. Lots of places to rest here. And then, there you go. People look out in the village. Well, I wasn't planning on building this up. I was planning on this being completely field or plains. And then do something there. But maybe I will build this up. Maybe this could be like an old village. Kind of like that village. Just bring it in. Because right now it looks kind of weird having two trails and a rail line, but... Oh, I never even thought of that until I started recording this. That's definitely something I can do. Anyway, again, I kept the vegetation to nothing. Just whatever was here naturally. Because I wanted it to be kind of cold and desolate feeling on purpose. That was the point. So anyway, the last part of the tourist trap is a free kiddie coaster. So as you can imagine, you just take a cart and you send your kids in and you take a video and put it on Facebook while they scream. It goes underground, not super complicated, but I'm extremely proud of this thing. There's one little spot of it where you bump your head sometimes, not always, so I didn't take care of it just because you don't always bonk your head. So anyway, there's a free kiddie coaster. I love trains and roller coasters in Minecraft so much. I'm glad I did that. It was fun. It was easy, but fun. At first I was going to do a Ferris wheel, but I would need double the space, double the width. So then I was going to have like a natural springs hot tub thing, but I've done so many natural spring hot tubs. Like, I didn't need to do another one. And the reason for that is, like, the heat helps my body pain in real life, but it hurts my heart. And I've been in a moderately cold natural spring, but I've never been in a hot natural spring. My wife has many times. She used to be part of an outdoors group in grad school, and they would go in the mountains in Idaho and hang out in hot springs all the time. 30 of them. And yeah, I'm totally jealous. Totally jealous, but whatever. Okay, so there is the beacon tourist trap thing that I wanted to show you. So let's go back this way and I'll show you the other thing I did. And that is the winter park that I've talked about. So it really starts right here. So I've contemplated what I should do in this area, but I don't think I'm going to do anything else here. I think I'm going to keep it natural, completely natural here. Since I built up the tourist trap so much and customized it, I'm going to keep this all natural. So this is done. This is the winter park I've been talking about, and we'll bolt out of here if it starts to thunder, because this is scary. This would be like advanced hiking trails if you were in real life. You know, you can do hiking trails that are rated. They can overlook the city. It's very scary and dangerous, like it's supposed to be. And boom, top of the mountain, winter park. Not complicated at all, but I did put a lot of thought into it. So basically, it's just trails, lights, and places to sit. But it's fun. So, oh yes, I actually drew out a map of what I'm going to do here, which I'll show you in a future video soon as I start building this up. But I have every square accounted for with what I'm going to do here. And I'm so excited to work this area. And then we'll expand out that way someday. So anyway, yeah, some of these have little things on the edges to look more complete. And again, this area, super excited. And we're protected, and the outpost. Going along here, again, simple build, but I've thought about every little thing, every little square. You can look over at the natural stuff, and that's the whole point, was to keep this as natural as possible, because it's like a, it's a winter park. No bathrooms, no facilities, no services. It's just a park you can go. There you go. Don't fall off. And oh yeah, there's a fence around it or a gate around it, so nothing can, because things will spawn up here, and they won't fall down into any of the stuff down here, except for one little spot, which we'll talk about in a minute. But here you are overlooking the tourist trap trails. Oh, there's like water over there. And I'm so excited and proud of this build. It's such a simple thing I did, but it's very lovely, and it does exactly what I wanted to do. A little nook here. Oh, I should put some snow there. A little nook here. I don't have any snow, do I? Nope. Just so, a couple can have some privacy when they're tired or something. I don't know. And then again, overlooks things. You can walk out here if you want to, but You can overlook it. And the reason for this fence or gate or whatever railing is so when stuff spawns, it can't bug people in the tourist trap. And again, chained off so you can't go bug the writer's cabin. Of course you can get over it, but you get the point, right? And I did that because even in real life, you know, people go over the chains and stuff all the time. So walk up here and this gets you all the way to the TTT sign. You can come up here, have a snack, come right here, take some pictures if you want to, which I think we're going to do right now. Let's take a picture like that. There we go. See? That's what that's for. Lots of wildlife. And then, if you're really daring, you can go off the beaten path and overlook the coarse fruit farm, which I actually used the other day for something. I can't remember what, but I took it all down, got the resources replanted. Yep, you can see more stuff over there. We got a lot more to look at here. This is a huge park, but as you know, that was the whole point of this winter park, was to have a big, man, my phone was loud, a big, like, nature area up here. So let's run back now and check out the other trail. There's only like 2 main trails, but there's a lot in those 2 main trails. Come up here again, you know, don't slip, don't fall. Lots of wildlife. Man, there's a lot of mobs. I should go through and get rid of them all and make food out of them, but then they would just respawn, so whatever. Come through here. And more things to look at and sit. See, you can overlook the swamp, or not the swamp. Well, there's a swamp too, but overlook the reforest, which actually I've gated off now, or you know, 2 high blocks so nothing can spawn and get us. I don't have any plans for this because I want to be able to overlook the nature. I don't have any plans for the swamp, but again, because I want to overlook the nature. And here you can overlook the city. And then you get a different view of the city from here, because there you'll be able to look over the residential area. And like the train, again, kind of weird, the only access up here is by train, but I guess maybe that was my plan. Don't fall down there. So I kept everything as natural as I could. Very, very beautiful to look at all this here. And then everything down here, not in here, but a little further, is 2 block high, so nothing can come up when we're not expecting it. And I'm really on the edge about a thunderstorm. Now this path doesn't have steps or anything because it's not supposed to be a path. People, you know, went rogue and created a path. That's why that's like that. Come up here, big place for picnics. Again, can't get through some places on purpose. There's the TTT sign again. Big tourist attraction. Come over here, we have our frozen lake. Mostly frozen lake. Come up here. And no access to my house. And then again, another rogue trail. That's why there aren't any stairs or lights or anything. Because, you know, people made this on their own. Which comes back down where we started there. And then you can get up to, but see, there's a bench though. Tricky, confusing, right? Just like in real life. You go somewhere you're not supposed to, but then you find an amenity. You're like, what? You know, you're saying people can get up to the turtle sign. Since it's blocked here, people can be sneaky and come around and get right to the sign from here. See? That was in the plan. I had planned that. Oh yeah, then you can like fall down. It's super dangerous here. This is my only death on the server, by the way. I was up here checking things out. Patrol guy came after me. I ran over here and fell in that big hole and died. And yeah, that was my only death on the server. And it was scary. Freaked me out. Anyway, chained off so you don't fall in there. Come up here. You can just hang out, overlook things, take pictures, take selfies. TTT sign in the background with the coarse fruit farm. Some exotic stuff there. And then you come over here, and there's one more part of the park. Oh, I love this park so much. Again, chained off, can't go there. Oh, I love this park so much. So much. Oh yeah, another little water thing you can look at while you sit and rest. Here's the hole where I fell in. I actually made this so... Actually, I'll tell you about the water. This never had water, and I had tons of mobs under there, and they would come up here and get me. So I made it too high right around here so they can't get to me. And then too high so they can't get up there. But they can still spawn, they can still live their life. I don't even know why there isn't anything there. Huh, interesting. there's usually a bunch of stuff down there. Anyway, come up here before the sun sets. And I guess this would make a good sunset spot. I never thought of that. You can overlook the park, see? There's my base, that's natural. So we're pretty high up in terms of the base. There's the city, we're just as high as the tall buildings. Come up here. Look at that. Place to rest. And the light in the worst spot, and that's on purpose because that happens in real life too. They'll put something like a light in the worst spot against anything. Oh, there's a witch's hut right there. She's in there too. At least it was last time. Ooh, there's a little field, little plains here. You know, we have no plans here. Maybe someday, never say never, right? But right now that's supposed to stay natural and flat and cold looking. And that's supposed to be all natural. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but that's my plan for now. And then down here I plan on building stuff. Oh yeah, so I made this. I broke that open so it would be a waterfall because I want to build here someday. I don't know what yet, but I do plan on building here someday, and into there. I don't that'd be like phase 7 because we got phase 1, which we just finished now with this park. Phase 2, which we are skipped over for now. Phase 3, and then phase 4 is like stuff all around. But anyway, beautiful sunset. Let's go and sleep for a second though, and I got one more thing to talk about in this video before we wrap things up. Something I wanted to show you though before we do the next thing is somebody, where I put them? Yeah, somebody gave me buckets of tadpoles in the my mailbox. I checked on my mailbox and I had tadpoles. So thank you to whomever did, or whomever did that. Yeah, I gotta learn about them and do something with them. I have a special, where's my fancy odds and ends? Here we go. I just need to learn what to do with them and keep them safe and everything. But yeah, so thank you very much, whoever did that. Greatly appreciate it. My stone is all full, so I've just been throwing stone out here. Okay, so I wanted to show you, or I wanted to go over one more thing in this video. You know, this is already full-length video, isn't it? But I'm going to do one more little thing here. First of all, I just want to fly over. So there's, you know, Winter Park. Let's go up here a little bit. Original base, Mountain Park. Winter Park is here now. Just beautiful. And then my city is almost done on this side. A few things left to do. And then I'm going to start my residential sections here. And then this river will be the border, obviously. And then the city in Winter Park will be the border on this side. I feel like sometimes the rockets last longer than other times. This will, you know, this is my border here. This is all my border. This is the section I was talking about building something in, right? Because the dog oak is my border. Now, of course, the borders don't mean anything because my closest neighbor is over 2,000 or 2,700 blocks away, which is Fani to the north. So the borders don't mean anything, but she in there right now? Yep, I heard her. So the borders don't mean anything, but you know, just in my head, see, Winter Park comes out to here, pretty straightforward. I'll build something in there, and then my train station is there, and then here. So this is the other phase I was talking about. I talk about this a lot. There's my original base. Because I don't know why I wanted, or I'm scared of this area. Look how beautiful it is though. Isn't it ridiculously beautiful? So this is all ours. This is all claimed. I don't think I claimed this far out, but I probably should because I don't want anybody coming over here and changing this. But again, it doesn't really matter because I don't have any neighbors to the south. My closest neighbor to the west is on the other side of Spawn, which would be Lady Vivian, like, and all them, Nursing Geek, but that's, you know, other side of the Spawn, and then to the east, just the border. So I don't have to worry about neighbors or anything, but it's just kind of nice to, for organization, know where my borders are. Anyway, oh, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful too. Anyway, so my claimed area comes somewhere around here. I don't know how far down, but somewhere around here, probably that river. So anyway, so this area, man, oh man. So basically I've been avoiding building this because I'm scared of it, because every time I've worked here, I get attacked by creepers, and I don't know where they're coming from. they don't burn, so it could be coming from a cave system and coming out. The cave system under us is completely lit up. They could be coming out of the roof forest and coming out. I really don't know, but every time I'm in here, I get attacked and it startles me. Of course, I'm not going to die. I'm fully armored with netherite, but it's the startling thing. But anyway, I want to do something here. And I talk about this in every video because this is, this has been bothering me because I haven't done anything here yet other than built a train station, sort of, and a road. Because I've been focusing on the city and stuff, which is less dangerous. So, I don't know. At first I was going to be like, I'm going to leave it completely natural and just have like a nature center. But then I'm like, wait a minute. This could be like a rural area where you have rich people with their very strange modern vacation homes. I do know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to build a house that replicates one of my original houses on the Xbox 360 with my kids, like 10 years ago or whatever it was, coming out of the mountain and then having a big garden and front yard here. Let's be like where a rich person lives. I know I'm going to do there. But then maybe over here, I'll just have like sporadic, very spread out, modern, rich person vacation home builds. And then bordered by a campground, a cheap city campground. I don't know. So many ideas. And then you saw how beautiful it was over here. I kind of don't even want to like do anything over here. I just want to leave it kind of. You know what I mean? Because it's so beautiful. Oh, dang it. I fell off the tree. It's just so gorgeous. I just kind of want to, I don't know. My original thought would have a few houses and like dirt roads. That's what my plan was for this section all along. And then that's going to be a museum because that was my very, very first base on the first day of the server. And then it went way west and then they came back and went north. So yeah, I was going to have like dirt roads with small houses, maybe cabins. And then it was going to be a rich person's home over here. I'm kind of scared to go down here. I won't get attacked. Just going to have a rich person's home over there. And then, yeah, I don't know. I really cannot decide what I'm going to do with this. So here, this is going to be a rich person's home with a big, huge garden, yard, lawn, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And then I was going to secure. Sorry, I want to go over here for a second. I forgot to walk around down here. I guess I don't need to walk around down here. It's beautiful though. Oh yeah, my original house was going to be here. That's why this is. Did I dig this out? No, I don't think so. But this was going to be my original house. Because look at the view. Is that crazy? It's just crazy. I don't know. Come on. Thank you. And then over here, I was gonna, well, not run into something. Over here then was originally gonna be like a nature thing, right? Like just trails and interpretive centers. But maybe I'll make weird, random rich person builds. Rich person modern home, vacation homes, maybe. I don't know. But the last thing I was gonna mention is I am gonna secure this area. And the way I'm gonna secure it, like, the other part of the base is I was going to simply, I can't even get there from here, but there's a river here somewhere. Somewhere there's a river. Yeah, right here. What I was going to do is do the 2-block high thing all the way through. So it'll be 2 blocks high so nothing can come over here. Then you don't have to worry about managing things, especially with this oak roof forest or whatever they call them now. Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it, but there's a, oh crap, I fell in a hole. There's a river. And I know there's a river because it's on Dynamap. That's how I know. But anyway, I haven't actually shown you this part before. That's why I'm rambling about it. Somewhere in here's a river. There's my base. Whatever. I promise you there's a river here. And I was going to, whatever. Anyway, I was going to make this all too high around here. Make it too high. all around, so stuff can't come out from inside here and get me. There we go. You can kind of get the idea. It's a dried river, I guess, but you get the idea. See, it's going to be too high all around. Too high, too high, too high. And then, oh well, too high. See, this is all going to be too high, so nothing can get me. And then eventually, I'm just going to cut across. I was going to put a fence up, so people know that this is mine. And you get the idea. So, I ran. Oh my gosh, I was like, I'm trying to do math. That was 6 minutes of rambling. No, it was 9 minutes of rambling. Wow. Anyway, it's because I've been wanting to do something. I just don't do it. I feel like I don't want to like ruin it, so I want to do the perfect thing. But anyway, here we are, back to the original base. We made it. Big tour today, big update video. And there you go. So, showed you some new stuff. I finally finished phase 1. And then, yeah, phase 2 was that, but I don't know what we're going to do with it. Phase 3 is the city. Anyway, I don't know. It's been so long since I played this much. I'm kind of like, feel like it's all starting from scratch. I'm repeating myself. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. And, like, subscribe if you're not already. And my brain, I'm feeling so creative right now. I better shut up while I'm already in a hole and not make a bigger hole. So I'll see you next time.